Can't say no when people ask for help, so now I'm headed to go help some friends. I keep a lot of stuff on hand, but I didn't have what I needed, so Home Depot it is. When I pulled up to his house, there was this crazy long train going by. That number right there, 1268, means that's flammable petroleum. This house is actually on a paper street, and this is the easiest way to get to it, but it's a lot of steps. I hate it. There's a bunch of stuff that needs to get done, but first we have to shut off the water. This is a self-piercing line for an ice maker. These things always leak, so we're taking it out. It's always easier to clean the pipe before you cut it. Then the water has to drain out so we can sweat a union in. In the meantime, I'm going to replace these valves because these have lead in them. Cut the pipe and I'm just using shark bites. They just slide right on and there's a ring that's sealed. You need to deburr the inside of the pipe and then it just slides on. Back to where we need to put that union in. We're going to put some flux on it and slide the joint together. Make sure to push it in, get a good seat. There was a steel strap holding this up. I'm going to replace it with plastic to prevent corrosion. And just a simple sweat joint. And that's done. Now this is something you're going to find in old houses a lot. There's a lot of paint on this pipe and it needs to be removed, and it's probably lead. Especially if you have children, you need to make sure that you're cleaning up all the dust created. So we're just going to cut out this old valve. It's a little tight in here, but there we go. Again, we're going to deburr, always deburr. Flux that joint in, sweat it. You apply the solder to the opposite side of the pipe from the heat because the heat wicks the solder into the joint to ensure complete coverage. Now wipe it off and there we go. We just have to turn back on the water to make sure nothing leaks. Always turn it on slowly. And that's done. He also asked me to remove this range hood, so there we go. And on to my next friend's house. If you watch Paul the Train Guy, can you tell me what kind of wheel bearings those were? And you never believe it, but this friend lives up a bunch of stairs too. And their issue is also the same type of self-piercing ice maker valve. But they use theirs, so I'm replacing with another valve. Same thing, steel hanger, gotta remove it. The steel actually reacts with the copper, which is why you need plastic. Clean the pipe and cut it. Look at this burr. If you don't remove them, they can actually create turbulence that erodes the pipe. Same thing, simple sweat joints, except this time I'm putting a valve on. So this is a T. Slide the valve on and turn the water back on to see if it leaks. I've actually never sweat a joint that leaked, but it's good to check. And now I'm done. And there was an Auntie Anne's truck on the way home.